Before wealth enters your life, something strange happens. Life changes in quiet, sometimes painful ways. People leave, doors close, delays pile up. But these aren't accidents. They're signs from Allah. You see, money is not just a blessing. It's a test. And Allah, out of His mercy, never sends a blessing without first preparing you for it. That preparation often comes in the form of warnings, 5 powerful signs that your risk is near. But your soul must be ready first. If you've been feeling stuck, distant, or even lonely lately, don't ignore it. Allah may be preparing you for something much bigger than you imagined. In this video, we'll uncover 5 spiritual signs that often appear before wealth enters your life, and what each one truly means. Watch closely, because your breakthrough might already be on the way. 1. Sudden delays, a divine pause. Before the blessing, when you're close to receiving something big, like wealth, success, or a major opportunity, life can suddenly feel like it's come to a standstill. Your efforts don't seem to bear fruit. Doors that were half open begin to close. It's as if the world is working against you. But in truth, this pause is from Allah, and it carries divine wisdom. Delays are not denials. Allah, in His infinite knowledge, knows that not every blessing is best received immediately. Sometimes your heart is not yet ready. Sometimes your surroundings are unsafe. And often, your inner state, your intentions, your attachment to the dunya, or your readiness for responsibility needs refinement before risk arrives. During these moments, Shaitan will whisper doubt. You may feel like giving up or questioning your worth. But the believer sees beyond the surface. You recognize that the delay is a sign of care, not punishment. Just like a gardener waits for the soil to soften before planting seeds, Allah waits for the right time to place risk in your life so it can grow and benefit you, not harm you. Delays also invite reflection. Are you depending too much on the means and forgetting the one who provides? Have you attached your happiness to money rather than Allah's closeness? These questions, if answered honestly, lead to purification of the soul and open the path for lasting blessings. So when life slows down unexpectedly, take a breath and trust the timing. Allah never withholds from you out of neglect. He delays to protect, purify, and position you for something far greater than what you imagined. 2. Tests of patience. Your soul is measured. Before your wallet. Before Allah grants you wealth, He often tests your patience, not as a punishment, but as a preparation. These tests are subtle but powerful. You might face sudden expenses, loss of a job opportunity, or a period where every effort feels ignored. Life becomes uncomfortable, but these are not random struggles. They are divine filters to reveal your heart's response under pressure. Patience, sabr, isn't simply waiting. It's remaining content, calm, and grateful in the midst of delay or hardship. When you can smile through scarcity and say, Alhamdulillah, even when your pockets are empty, you're showing Allah that your faith is not tied to wealth, that you trust Him, not your bank balance. Many people become arrogant, wasteful, or forgetful of Allah once they taste financial ease. That's why the tests come first, to protect you from becoming one of them. Through difficulty, Allah teaches humility, gratitude, and self-control. These are the qualities you need to handle wealth with responsibility. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, "Whoever remains patient, Allah will make him patient. Nobody can be given a blessing better and greater than patience." Bukhari. When you pass these tests, when you still pray, still give in charity, still help others, even when you're struggling, it proves that wealth won't corrupt you. And that's when Allah opens the doors of rizq in a way that's both a blessing and a trust. So if you're being tested, know this: it's a sign you're close. Allah is polishing your character so that when money comes, it won't change you. It will elevate you. 3. Hidden jealousy. Allah exposes hearts before He elevates yours. One of the most unexpected signs before wealth enters your life is the sudden change in the behavior of people around you. Friends become distant. Close ones may start acting cold or overly critical. Some may even mock your efforts or subtly discourage your progress. This shift isn't always because you've changed. It's because Allah is revealing what was already hidden. Before giving you wealth, Allah removes people who don't deserve to witness your elevation. He uncovers jealousy, envy, and false loyalty. You may feel heartbroken, but this exposure is actually divine protection. If Allah allowed your rizq to grow while you were still surrounded by the wrong people, your blessing could be ruined, your peace stolen, or your character manipulated. Jealousy is dangerous. It breeds silent hatred, gossip, and even sabotage. Allah mentions in Surah Al-Falaq, "And from the evil of the envier when he envies," reminding us that envy has real consequences. That's why, before your rise, Allah cleans your environment. This phase may feel lonely. You'll wonder why certain people are turning against you when you've done nothing wrong. But trust that their exit is necessary. Allah is creating space for new companions, those who will support, not compete, those who will pray for your success, not resent it. Be grateful when masks fall. It's better to lose fake friends before the money comes than after. Wealth attracts attention, but not always the good kind. So Allah, in His mercy, shows you the hearts around you. So your blessings don't fall into the wrong hands. This is not a loss, it's a cleansing. And once the hearts around you are purified, your rizq will arrive in peace, not chaos. 4. Isolation. When Allah pulls you away to pull you closer. Before wealth or any major blessing enters your life, one of the most spiritually intense signs is isolation. You may suddenly find yourself alone, distanced from social gatherings, left out of conversations, or even misunderstood by family and friends. At first, it may feel painful or confusing, but in truth, this isolation is not rejection. It is divine redirection. Allah removes distractions to help you hear His voice more clearly. In the silence of solitude, your soul has a chance to reflect, heal, and reconnect with its true purpose. This is where deep spiritual transformation begins. It's in these moments, when no one is clapping, when no one is calling, that your relationship with Allah strengthens. Often we are too surrounded by noise, people's opinions, worldly desires, constant comparisons. Allah knows that for rizq to enter in a way that benefits you, your heart must be firmly anchored in Him, not in the world. So He isolates you, not to punish, but to purify. In that quiet space, you may start to reflect more, pray with more sincerity, and seek guidance you once ignored. You begin to understand yourself better and recognize what truly matters. And that clarity prepares you to receive money not with arrogance, but with responsibility and tawakkul, trust in Allah. The prophets themselves were isolated before their missions began. Musa, alayhi salam, was alone in the desert. The Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, would retreat to the cave of Hira before revelation. Isolation always comes before elevation. So if you find yourself alone, don't be sad. Say, Alhamdulillah, you are not being pushed away from the world. You are being pulled closer to Allah, so that when the blessing comes, you are ready for it with wisdom and humility. 5. Spiritual awakening. The soul feels the rizq before the hands. Before wealth arrives in your life, something beautiful often happens within you, a spiritual awakening. You begin to see the world differently. You start questioning your purpose, seeking deeper meaning, and craving a closer connection with Allah. This awakening is not random. It's a divine sign that Allah is preparing your heart for what your hands are about to receive. You might begin to feel more drawn to the Quran, more consistent in your salah, or more mindful of your daily actions. Your heart softens. You become more grateful, more reflective, and more cautious about pleasing Allah over people. This is the soul tuning itself for divine responsibility, because true rizq is not just wealth, but barakah, blessing, within it. If wealth arrives before spiritual maturity, it can destroy a person. But when awakening comes first, you no longer chase money. You attract it through tawakkul, contentment, and righteous action. Your intention shifts from self-serving to service. How can I use my rizq to benefit others? That is the mindset of someone Allah trusts with abundance. This awakening often brings tears in private, sincere du'as in the night, and a deep desire to cleanse past sins. It's a sign that Allah is drawing you near, so that the blessing doesn't distract you from Him, but leads you back to Him with a stronger heart. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, "Indeed, in the body is a piece of flesh. If it is sound, the whole body is sound. That piece is the heart, and Allah polishes it before placing worldly success into your hands. So when your soul starts to awaken, don't ignore it. Embrace it. It means rizq is near, and Allah wants to give it to you with purpose." These 5 signs are not setbacks. They are signs that Allah is preparing you for something greater. Before money enters your life, your soul must be ready, your heart must be clean, and your trust in Allah must be firm. If you recognize any of these signs, don't fear. Say, Alhamdulillah, and keep walking in faith. If this video touched your heart, like, share, and subscribe to Pious Deen for more powerful Islamic reminders. Comment below. Ya Allah, prepare me for the rizq you've written for me with barakah and guidance. May your wealth come with peace, purpose, and paradise. Ameen.